a long period of time, first in home automation and energy conservation, and then farm automation and groundwater conservation and crop yield improvements. And those skills seem to fit directly into this kind of a problem that I'm going to present today that we're going to solve. So we're going to focus on congestive heart failure with in-home healthcare patients. More and more older Americans are living at home that have serious health problems and no real monitoring system in place. The leading cause of hospitalization is congestive heart failure. In fact, 20% of those who go to the hospital return within 30 days, 50% return within 6 months. So when the doctors see the charts, they say, well, we could have seen this, we could have prevented this, but we did not have the data to be able to see this trend before it happened. So there's inadequate support resources, there's post-discharge healthcare visits that don't see the problems even when they're in the homes, and there's no monitoring system out there today that can help this situation. So a patient with congestive heart failure has two critical parameters that they monitor: oxygen level in the blood and weight. And when you have a downward trend in the O2 saturation and upward trend in weight, you have an impending problem. So if you can see these early warning signs of both of those going in the opposite direction, then you can avoid the trip to the emergency room. And so what we're going to do is create a system that helps monitor these parameters. So we have created a system that puts real-time actionable information into the hands of healthcare providers and family members for remote monitoring in a passive manner, weight gain and O2 saturation reduction. We have remote telemetry, sensors, cloud-based access, admin control that provides multiple levels of user interfaces, one for the patient, one for perhaps the nurse and the doctor, one for a loved one. So information that they need to see to help make decisions about keeping that person safe and healthy. There are mostly startups involved in this remote monitoring of in-home health. Many of them are focused on high-volume retail wearables, some on fall detection, activity monitoring. Nobody else is focused on congestive heart failure problem and the difficulties in making weight measurements for elder and disabled people. Many times they're not compliant. They're immobile, they're overweight, and so we've come up with what I think is a patentable solution for passive monitoring of weight. I've got a friend who used to work in the scale business, and the cattle would run across or walk across the scales in the feedlots. They could weigh them while they're walking. That's called dynamic weight monitoring. And so I'm like, well, how could we apply that? Well, we'll apply it by putting load cells under each of the bedposts or under the four corners of the chair that they spend most of their time in. Most people spend, with this problem, half their time in bed, 2/3 of what's left sitting in the chair watching TV. So that's an optimum place to be able to, without making them put something on, measure their weight. So our go-to-market business model, it's about $2,000 to install, $15,000 if you go back to the hospital. We want to get FDA approval, and that should help really boost sales. There are two co-founders, myself. I'm a business entrepreneur. I have 23 patents. My partner, Margaret, she has been involved in the home healthcare industry for 15 years. She's got an ES in occupational therapy. And together, we're going to solve this problem in a way that no one else has done so before. So we've got a good solution. We have a good technology strategy to deploy. Building channel partners is the next challenge for us.